Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Arsenal.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The action has already started.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like... Chance!
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Crosses it in here. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Pass somewhat off target. Rijkaard. That's been slipped through. Nicked it back promptly. Stojkovic. Robson. Nedved. He's in a good position here. And a chance! Goal! Arsenal! And he celebrates his 30th goal. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
22.
Arsenal have taken the lead.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Costa Curta does really well to win the ball there. Oh, super find. Van der Ven did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now this could be a chance. Shot a goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
He's on it, can he get away? And he's being shifted off it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Messi picks it up out wide. And it's made its way to him. Stojkovic.
Arsenal can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Played towards the front line. Fiore.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, well measured. It's a promising position. That is a brilliant interception. Stojkovic. That's a promising run he's making on the right. He's picked his way through. Real chance here. They've done it! Oh, flags up, so that won't count.
Well, obviously some sections of the crowd would disagree, but that was the right decision, albeit a late one.
Disappointment and relief on either side, nothing doing. And it's half-time here. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Substitutions
Arsenal
taking place.
go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Arsenal carrying a one-goal lead. And here's De Bruyne. Stojkovic. Arsenal come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Well, that's a little... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Messi. Rummenigge. A true great in every sense of the word. Plenty to... Big chance! They've scored! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Rummenigge! It's hit the upright. Rummenigge made a good run there. Arsenal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, what's he done? Shapes to shoot! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Number 21, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Substitution for Como. Number 24.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Arsenal find a position of real strength now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And here's Madueke. It's going to be another throw. Nedved. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Madueke. Pings in across. Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Kylian Mbappe.
So is this the start of a comeback? That's been cut out, well played.
Kylian Mbappe. Substitution for Como.
Van Dijk.
Number 7, Stojkovic. Number 9.
Couldn't squeeze it through.
the field, number 2, Phil Foden.
Van de Ven.
Number 20,
Mbappe in acres of space out wide. De Bruyne. He has found the way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Can he finish? Raul has found the net here, of course. Rummenigge aimed beyond the defence. Rijkaard. Van Dijk. Now Foden. That's a good ball out wide.
5 minutes added time.
That's really nicely played. Mbappe! That's fallen kindly here. It's in. Deep into injury time. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done for the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Brian Robson.
This is threatening to become a really good game. Costa Curta. Arsenal clearly now in lead preservation mode. And that is that. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment.
And this is a quick reminder to let you
picking
know
up
that
the
you'll
man
be
of the
able to
match
catch
award,
today's match
and no
broadcast
surprise there.
live on our club's FM station.
Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we referred to before the game, and the manager was smart enough to make sure it was exploited.
See that neck break and that head bang and them hands wave and I'm dangerous. You cannot contain this. I was trying to chill till I heard my body screaming. I wanna dance. I wanna dance. I wanna dance, dance, dance. Wanna dance. I wanna. What you wanna do? What you go to? Rock a old school? Oh, we gon' move. Dance, dance. Yeah, I just wanna dance. Dance, dance. Yeah, I just wanna dance. All I wanna do is move on a boogaloo. I'ma groove my body. I just gotta lose the shoes when that fool get loose. Know that you can't stop it. Watch this. Look at how I work that pocket. Look at how I flow like faucets. How that pop look like robotics. You can't tame me. Shoulders gone crazy. See that neck break and that head bang and them hands wave and I'm dangerous. You cannot contain this. I was trying to chill till I heard my body screaming. I wanna dance. I wanna dance. I wanna dance. I wanna dance, 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 dance. What you wanna do? What you go to? Rock a old school? Oh, we gon' move. Dance, dance, yeah, I just wanna dance. Dance, dance, yeah, I just wanna dance.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody,
The game
and
yet to kick
welcome to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable.
Against River Plate.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. Well, you would think that the name Luis Suarez on any team sheet is sufficient to make any opponent shiver.
I think I'd struggle to name a striker who's better at playing his position.
So what would you say is his outstanding characteristic, Jim? What makes him special?
Well, I'm going to have to say it's his winning mentality, that doggedness, that ruthlessness, the desire to win at all costs.
Passing is crisp and sharp. He's had it taken off him. Can he spark a counter here? Rummenigge. And it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get it through? Nedved. Rummenigge. Zubimendi.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
And he was quick to react. And here's Suarez. Raul. And this is Nedved. Oh, there's a probing ball. And the counter is on. Now it's Messi. Fiore. Oh, that's a fine interception. Gabriel. River Plate upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Raul. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Mbappe. Simons. Danger averted for now. Tries to dink it through. Chance, surely! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And it's Simons.
Such good technique.
Now it's Raul. Tonali. Oh, outsmarting him this time. And there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Messi. Big chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Nuno Mendes is a player who's always giving defenders. And it's half-time here. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Hello,
So
everybody,
we reached the
and
halfway
please
point,
join me
and
in
neither
wishing a
side have
happy
yet been
wedding
able to force the
anniversary for
issue.
one of our
It's
fan club
0-0.
members. Substitution for Arsenal, number 17, Nedved.
There's the start of the second half.
Messi.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
He's in a great position here. Yamal! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! The second half sparks straight into life. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have our breakthrough.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
River Plate are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Tries to play it through. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Tries to pass it through.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
It's out for a goal kick.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Cruyff, greeted with much expectation and fanfare.
Well, it's great we get to see him play. The fans have been calling for him to come on pretty much since the game began.
Nuno Mendes. That has not gone well. Bellingham. That's a good ball. Chance for a shot! He scores! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's in on goal! Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Has a look and plays it forward. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Yamal, look at the space here. He's having a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Bellingham. Substitution.
So here comes a substitution. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And it's Zanetti. Just eases him off the ball. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
River Plate can breathe again. Takes a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. That was quite a test for the goalkeeper. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Zanetti. Yamal. So that's it. It is all over. Arsenal can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Yamal voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Is currently being displayed on the screen.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.